So now it is that your girl's recording. Let's go ahead. Let's get into this next video, shall we? Now, Maury, shout outs to you. I might as well subscribe to you because I've been reacting to you as of recently. Ice Spice is thick again. She was bullied. Well, so without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's get into this video.
So after all the Ozempic allegations, all the backlash for losing all that weight, for all the slander Ice Spice has gotten for being skinny, she has finally decided to say F it, made a whole 180-degree turn in her physique and decided to get thick again. Per her words, not mine. But anyway.
She got thin, but she wanna get thick again. Shorty got back on her oats. He stay on my body, it's hard to get rid of her. He know that I like him the most.
Okay, Ice, I see you. Okay.
He taking me out and he spending a lot. I be in Louis and Lindsay a lot. I know they hear and they envy a lot. Bitch, I be popping and bitches be pop. They wanna know.
Okay, now she's back in her, but she's really out here posted up in Paris, France, right? Why'd I say like that? Paris, France, in front of the Eiffel Tower with no drawers on. Like, bro, she's really out here double cheek Thursday night, hella ass. The sun is even out. Like, it's damn near midnight and she's doing this, bro. Like, what?
I'm at all over the map and still I'm the talk of the town. Like, fuck is they talking about? Bitch, I'm too lit to be walking around.
Yeah, she's definitely desperate for attention, and I think it's working, bro. Like,
Yeah, it's definitely that, you know. And she was out here losing her own bargaining chip, and it is definitely that ass. So she had to go get that back. But I've been hearing a lot. Now, for any of my international people that watch me, y'all can let me know. But I've heard it is near the Eiffel Tower. It smells horrendous out there. And the closer you get to the Eiffel Tower is when it is you see a lot of homeless people, and that the air, the musk be musking. I've heard that. Now, I've heard it. But somebody could be able to confirm if that's true or not.
she's got mine, respectfully.
Product,
Alright,
Gucci.
nigga.
But today it's Emilio Pucci. He wanna taste me, chase me, choose me. But I'm not a regular smoochie.
Hey, man, I don't even know what she just said, bro. Like, I really wasn't even listening to anything she just said. What did the
Insanity.
lyrics say? I have no clue, bro. Some of you may have heard what she said. I did not. Sorry, I apologize. If you saw the Corey
You've got to stay focused, my brother. You have got to stay focused. You know, business before back shots, my brother. Yeah. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
Kenshin video, you already know what it is. I just get highly distracted by yeah, we already know. But now we got people in the comments saying the oats back in effect. Thanks for getting thick again. Let's go. She's finally making a come. Yo, it's funny how nobody even really cares about her music, bro. They just want to see ass, bro. That's gotta be disrespectful.
Not too much on my snow bunnies. Vibes, you can't be out here starving like this, bro. You cannot be out here starving like this.
And embarrassing, but maybe Ice Spice just does not care. Somebody said this is sad. Y'all bullied her for being too thick. Then when she lost weight, y'all called her a boy and ugly. Do you understand how this feels to a young woman? What this might do to her body image? How she might never feel comfortable without social media encouraging and sexualizing her body? This is sick. Hope you okay, Ice. Well, here's the thing. If Ice Spice was the type of girl who didn't sexualize herself from the very beginning and used her own body to blow up, I would completely understand the sentiment. But she literally blew up off of having a fat ass. That's literally how she blew up, bro. She had that song. She was in the Bronx, literally in the trenches, talking about you thought I was feeling you? That nigga Munch, like, come on, bro. What is the song about, bro? You thought I was feeling you. That guy's a munch. What is a munch? A munch is a eater. What is an eater? We all already know what that means, unless you're under the age of fucking, I don't know, 10 years old or some shit. In which case, you probably shouldn't be watching my videos or my channel. Like, hey, yo, parents, please, respectfully, watch your kids and what they watch. Like, but yeah, I mean, nobody bullied her. Maybe she did feel bullied into getting thick again, as she titled this video. But respectfully, she saw the numbers declining. She saw the attention dwindling. She saw her followers dropping. She knows what her fans want. She knows what her audience wants. Supply and demand, free market. Like, it's crazy how just a few months ago she was on that itty bitty booty committee, and now slowly throughout the months she just started getting whole thick again. Bro, are we?
I mean, she may have lost weight, but she did not lose that ass. That's one thing it is. Like, hey, listen, take it from me, bro. I ain't used to have no booty until it is I did track. Then track developed it. You know what I'm saying? Then it stayed with me. But no matter how much weight it is that I lose, because I can go from like 150 to like in the 130s very quickly. You know, if I get stressed out enough, it happens. It happens. However, don't ever lose that ass though. That's one thing it is. Like I don't ever lose it. It never left me. Like it stayed with me ever since like 2011, and like we've been locked in like these. Okay, so she's lost weight, but she didn't lose the ass. All she had to do was put in her protein intake, do a little bit of the squats, be in the gym, and it was gonna come back. It don't take that long, which is why I'm such an advocate for going to the gym. You may not be able to grow some titties, but you could definitely grow ass. You can grow a booty in the gym. You know, it just takes a little bit longer. All you gotta do is just go to the gym, do like a leg day, like twice, you know what I'm saying? Twice a week within your splits. You know what I'm saying? You obviously you gotta work out other parts of your body, you know what I mean? But do a leg day twice a week. Make sure that you get your protein in there. And then for all my other people that's out there, creatine. Let creatine be your best friend. Creatine and maca root. I promise you, give it like 2 months. The ass is gonna sit up. The ass is gonna ask. And trust me, I'm living proof of this, bro. Trust me, I do this.
We seeing this, bro. She knows what she's doing, dog. People even started alligating comments like old pics. She not fooling no one. Well, what are we saying? A whole month later, she decides to post this in Paris, France. So clearly, yeah, I guess people did bully her into getting thick again. Respectfully, it looks like this is what has happened. And honestly, bro, hopefully Ice Spice is doing well because, you know, we do live in a highly sexualized society. And, you know, as an artist, as a creator, influencer, whatever you are in the public light, it can be hard to conform to the standards of what people want you to look like. But to be fair, if that is what you originally capitalized on, then that's your shtick. Unfortunately, you typecasted yourself into that girl with the cute vocals and the fat ass. I'm sorry, that's just what it is. So if you lose one half of what your shtick was, and you now only have a cute voice that can't really carry your career, then unfortunately, that's just what it is, bro. That's the reality of the world. Somebody said, damn, people bullied her into eating snacks again. Somebody said, shorty got a BBL, shake my... Come on, bro. Ice Spice definitely never needed a BBL. Like, this is her natural build. Somebody...
But then again, if you get a skinny BBL, it's when it is you start doing too much. Because I've seen women get BBLs, and I'm all for surgery. Do your thing. But where it is that you mess up is that you treat the BBL as like it's the all fix. You still got to work out. You still got to be able to get your protein intake because you will lose the shape of that BBL that you worked hard for, or the surgeon worked hard for, but you got to wear the faja and everything like that. It will change the shape. You know what I mean? When you don't do that, that's why it is you get people getting second round, third rounds of BBLs and stuff like that. And then you get the BBLs that look a little hard and stiff and stuff because they're just not doing what they're supposed to do. Either way, regardless if you get surgery or not, when you do this, like trying to get a BBL or trying to get like a bigger butt, you still got to work out. Still got to work out. Still got to go ahead and do the same thing as us girlies like me. Got to work hard to go ahead and grow the, you know, the derriere. It is what it is.
He said, yes, please start an oats company. I mean, you know, that kind of probably would be on Ice Spice lane. Like that would probably be the natural transition from being a decent rapper into like a food mogul, a major businesswoman. Somebody said, just make an OF at this point. Please don't do that. Wait, on second thought, maybe, because you're already out here on Instagram showing your entire ass, bro. The cheeks are just beaming straight into my eyes at this point, man. There's nothing less for us to see except for them. You know, let me not even say that, bro. I'm not the dirty dog all of you really think I am, bro. I'm a really nice and upstanding young man. Please understand, I am not the person I portray myself to be on the internet, bro. And by the way, yo, shout out to my guy Astro Dior on YouTube. Check him out. But he perfectly encapsulates what I was trying to say in this video in regards to why Ice Spice got thick again and what she did and why she did what she did.
Right? You can tell that she wasn't getting the same, you know, validation and love that she was getting when she had lost all the weight or she was on the Ozempic or whatever that was, because it was, you know, people were speculating, they didn't know what it was, what the deal was. I think there's some here as well, but you can see that, yeah, she looked a little bit more like she used to. You feel what I'm saying? A little bit more like she used to. And that's not to say, you know, motherfuckers not trying to promote a healthier lifestyle, but in her case, when you build yourself up to be this person that is all about shaking ass, and every time I get on the stage, I'm shaking ass and and you take away your ass, when you already wasn't rapping like your shit wasn't that hard. What are we to talk about?
Exactly, bro. Exactly. He perfectly sums up what I was basically trying to say, bro. Your brand off of like shaking ass. I mean, you had a cute voice, you know, you had a decent flow, you know, but we all already knew what the main attractor was. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Like even this video in the summer of last year in 2024, it's titled Ice Spice Gets Tired of Twerking. It basically sums up what the entire issue is. Yeah, so I mean, what is there left to say at this point? She basically typecasted herself as the cute girl.
If you get fat injections into the chest area for bigger hoo-has, just go to the gym to make the fat taken. Is that the method? Or are you talking about like with breast? If you're talking about with like, you know, the tatas, the boobs, the boobies, the breasts, that's not how that works. You cannot go to the gym to grow these. This is genetics. This is genetics. And the only way it is that you're gonna go ahead and for that tissue to expand is if, you know, if you get pregnant, you're pregnant, breastfeed, but then like your boobs change, the gravity of it change, all that. Ideally, surgery is the only thing it is that is gonna make it work. However, there are some women that's out there who has went through being pregnant, went through breastfeeding and stuff, and was able to go ahead and get bigger boobs than what they were. Now, me, like I said, I'm 33 years old. You know what I mean? I have experienced pregnancy before, but I have not like had birth. Like, you know, I don't. Clearly, it is. I don't have a child here physically, but you know that I have not wholeheartedly experienced all that yet. When it happens again, sure, we'll see the next time. What's up, Earl? You know. We out here eating oats. I mean, I don't like oatmeal. I made a bet with Axius that I was gonna go ahead and, you know, if I'm able, because I really don't like mushy consistencies. It does tend to make me gag. And as much as it is that I'm a gym girly, everybody eats oats. Everybody like it's just like yo, oatmeal has like a lot of like fiber. It's really good for like protein intake. And I'm like, as much as it is, I hear what it is you're saying. I just can't get jiggy with it. I just don't know what it is. Like too much of like mush just makes me want to vomit. Okay. So we made this bet. If I can able to eat oatmeal on stream without gagging, then he's going to have to learn how to swim because he doesn't know how to swim. So we're going to make that happen. And I already have the oatmeal in the cabinets. You know what I mean? Because you can't get fat removed from certain areas and have it placed in different locations. That you can, however, your fat cells can reject itself. It can reject itself, or it doesn't necessarily stay. The only way it is that like it will work and it will stay put is you literally getting an implant. It's either silicone or saline. Or you can get the gummy bear one that looks more like it has like the way how it is that it's made, it get the shape of like what breasts actually look like versus the silicone saline balloon type of titties, you know what I mean? But not everybody's like when women get their like breast augmentation done, they don't always get like hard and stiff and stuff like that. It's like that in the beginning when you get the surgery because your body's getting used to it. But then afterwards, it does fluff out and stuff, you know?
Bro, with the fat ass, whose career unfortunately has to get carried by that Wagoneer. Anyway, do let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. What do you think about this entire thing? I think this is mostly her fault, bro. Like, yeah, you could have blew up off that, you know, but you should have like transitioned into taking your bars more seriously, your voice, your vocals, your flow, your lyricism, and all that to propel you to another level. You know, procrastination, complacency, and just being comfortable where you are is the biggest mistake any creator could ever make. But yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. It depends on how it is you got yourself famous, because however it is that you were famous is what it is that you have to continue to keep doing. Trying to bracket out of that is a little bit hard. But however, like, yes, she was a thicker woman and she lost weight. The only reason why it is like for instance, Doja Cat. Doja Cat is another prime example of like when she came out, like she was a little thick girl. You know what I'm saying? She had a thing on her, and then she lost weight. But the thing is, Doja Cat can actually spit raps. Ice Spice is doing this for the hustle. She doesn't do this for the love of the game. Doja Cat actually does this for the love of the game. That's the difference between the two. If Ice Spice actually was like a solid like female rapper, like legitimately like solid, then yes, her losing weight wouldn't have mattered. It would have been like, all right, cool, she lost weight, but hey, listen though, she could still spit though. That would have been different. So she kind of has to keep doing everything to keep that ass, for everybody's attention, if you will. But more shout outs to you. Thank you so much for the video. Shout outs to y'all in the chat. Shout outs to you at home. And I'll catch y'all in the next video.